Well, I would say that Chance the Arm is probably, I think it's one of our best CDs, just to round it off. I'm pretty happy with the total package of it. It's very ballad heavy, but I think that's really what we're primarily noted for is doing obscure and ballads that most people don't carry in their bag. But I'm always drawn to those types of songs. I like that.
Yeah, I think so. But there's a touch of wit in there too, and a little bit of humor, that sort of thing in some of those tunes too, some of the up-tempo stuff, which adds a nice touch to it.
Well, we try to add wit into it to keep our audience alive. That's really the truth of it.
Yeah, you gotta wake them up every once in a while,
A little bit of wit can wipe away a lot of depth set to music. So we try to make sure that we have a little bit of that as well.
I say it's Irish, but I'm second generation Irish American. And if you speak to probably an Irish born or even a first generation that might be a little bit more uptight about what Irish is, they might call it Celtic. Or they might even call it Celtic Americana folk. I don't know. But, to me it's Irish. There are many songs on the CD that are absolutely, truly traditional Irish songs.
And certainly we take them in directions that maybe other people haven't taken them yet, but that doesn't negate the level of tradition that's in that song, for me. When we take a really traditional song and we move it into a slightly different direction, it's not because we disrespect the tradition that song came from. It's because we're carrying it to an audience that might not have heard that song or might not really appreciate that song unless we had done that with that song to begin with. So I think what we do kind of serves a purpose in making sure that this music is carried on generationally.
Well, every time you do a song that's that old, you want to kind of do something new to it and put a new stamp on it. I think if you play it like everybody else has done it for hundreds and hundreds of years, it just sounds like the same old song. But if you add something to it and change the arrangement around to make it sound a little bit new and fresh, I think you're always going to maybe capture some more listeners, and they go, "Oh, I haven't heard it like this before. This is nice." And I think that really sometimes captures people's hearts.
On the CD we have our Falling on Low, which is actually, I believe, an old Scottish drinking song, but it talks about unity among communities, which I think is refreshing for a song that is as old as it is. And one of the coolest parts of that song for me is we had the kids actually sing harmony on it. Addie, our middle daughter, sang on it, and she brought to the harmony also some of her friends from high school who also sang background vocals on it. It's a lot of fun to listen to. But this CD, we've invited some really wonderful people to play on that CD for us, and they really added so much to it. It was like a fabric really coming together in a lot of ways. We had some wonderful people on there. We had Eldon Kelly come in and play on Gowden Locks of Anna. We had Dee Dee Tibbetts come in, and she played melodeon and harp and whistles on a couple of songs. We had Sally Potter come in and do vocal harmonies on at least 2 or 3 songs. We had Kathy Morris come in and do Bowron, and we had Miles Thompson, and he played fiddle for us. We had Andre Brunet, who is one of the top Canadian fiddlers, come in and add some absolutely beautiful violin track to An Canadien Errant, which is not an Irish song at all, but it's a song about a forced immigration, and it's in French Canadian. And we're kind of known for throwing on at least one song on every Irish CD that's not Irish at all, and that's our pick. Eric Sines down in Lansing, I believe Eric is down in Lansing, did all of our graphics on the CD. I think he did a beautiful job on the cover. Of course, it is Zig and I, so what can you say? And then on the back, it's like this wonderful rabbit hole of Fat Guy Love It. Chance the Arm was actually released on the Smokin' Sled Dog label, and that's our first CD that we've done that with, and that's actually why it looks this good.
That's right.
It is. I mean, we're just so happy with this. It's unbelievable, but it was really a wonderful experience working with the Sled Dog team. And we've been with Sled Dogs for a long time, and it's just been a really fabulous relationship. I really can't...
Been a good ride.
It has been a good ride. Hi, I'm Susan O'Rourke.
Hi, you can call me Zig Zeitler. This is our new CD, Chance the Arm.
I climb all these hills of this land, and I swim to the depths of the sea to get one kiss from the lily white hand. Yes, I am an ocean It's very ballad heavy, but that's really what we're about. You know, we're really about the ballad, and we got to stop already.
It's all about
because-
the ballad.
No.
The ballad.
Because I just saw you doing that. You said that. I can't even believe you said it.
I would say,
Oh my God, that's so funny. Okay, no, really.